He's been here 10 years. Hey, he gets up at 6 a.m. every morning to do his walk. Does a great job. He goes around Fenway every single morning. Does a great job. But you know what? It counts. He has a group of young kids. Where are we going? We're going to Connecticut. We're going over here. We're going over here. My good friend Emily is wondering where we're going, Jeremy. You know, my good friend Steve Goldstein leaves here at 9:40, and he beats this man who left here at 9:15. How's that? I love you to death, but know your role. Stick in 103.
What's up, guys? Jaker Boss here, coming at you with more of YouTube's best freaking variety.
Sports broadcast, you could still be around the game, still talk about the game, even though you won't be playing it. I said, that sounds like a great idea. So I started at my local newspaper, the Middlesex News, called the Metro West Daily News Now, in Framingham, Mass. And I started writing articles. I'd go to my high school games, and I'd cover the games, and my article would appear in the paper the next day. That made me feel great. And then I'd get to school on Monday, and some of those big offensive linemen would come up to me, and they'd say, "Why didn't you put my name in the paper button?" And I'd say, I sort of like this. I like writing these articles because I call it the power of the pen. You know, people were reading you. And so it made me feel good about myself. Then I went to the University of Massachusetts in Amherst. 4 years I majored in sport management. There was a coach out there named John Calipari. You might know him. He's the coach now at Kentucky. And he took UMass to the #1 spot in the country. And I was following that team throughout that run as the #1 team in the country. And I'm going to tell you, this is how old I am. This is in the mid-90s. This was what I was writing my articles on. This, guys, is actually a computer. Can you believe that? You would only see 4 lines at a time. And if you think there's spell check on this, you're crazy. But this was what I wrote my articles on out at UMass.
I'll give you $5 for that.
No way. No way. All right, so UMass, I graduated 1997. I send out all my resumes. I'm like, I gotta get a job, right? This is gonna be easy to get a job. I've been covering UMass. Here's all my rejection letters. I didn't get a job right off the bat. That's something I'm gonna talk about in a little bit. But I bring them because I want you guys to know it might not always work out for you the first time. Okay? You might be looking for something and it might not work out, but you keep trying and good things can happen for you. My first job was with the Patriots at Patriots Football Weekly, covering Pete Carroll, Drew Bledsoe, flying on the team plane. The first game I ever went to was at Lambeau Field, one of the unbelievable stadiums in the NFL. And I thought to myself, wow, like, this is a dream job. I did that for 2 years. Then I went back to my hometown newspaper, and I was there for 6 years. And then I went to the Boston Globe. I was at the Boston Globe from 2005 to 2009. And then I made it to ESPN in 2009, where I've been since. And I'm just going to tell you what last week was like. Do you remember Tom Brady decided he wasn't going to challenge the legal process, and he was going to serve his 4-game suspension? Does everyone remember that?
Oh, yeah.
So here's Drew Bledsoe. You look sort of bummed back there. I'm going to fire you up.
Not the best thing in the world.
Right? It was terrible. So what happens? It's 1 o'clock. That happens. ESPN. My phone starts buzzing from ESPN. They say, Mike, we need you on TV now. I literally set up my iPhone in my house in front of my bookcase. I got my ESPN Mike flag, and I did hits on SportsCenter, NFL Insiders, NFL Live, SportsCenter at 8, SportsCenter at 9. I think it was 10 live hits from my iPhone, which I currently have in my back pocket. That's the technology that we have today, and that was what my day was like, and it changed in an instant. So that gives you a little bit of a feel for how, like, I come up today, like, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, is someone going to get hurt? And you have to react. So, good question on Gronk. Where does he rank in the history of all tight ends? So I will tell you, this is a little bit of a weakness for me. I'm not a big historical, where do they rank guy. Well, players are playing. You know, like, I sort of feel like, and I think I probably need to do better at that because it's sort of fun sports talk, you know, discussion. To me, Gronkowski, he entered the league in 2010. We're in 2016. Like, I want to see a couple more seasons before we start putting him in the mix with some of the all-time greats. But I would say, if he continues on the pace he's on right now, he will go down as the greatest of all time. Is that a fair answer without sitting on the fence?
That is definitely fair.
What do we got? Yeah.
What do you think about the top 100 players of 2016? The players rating it. Cam Newton, #1, above Tom Brady.
So what did I think about the top 100 players with NFL Network with Cam Newton above Tom Brady? So my honest thought about, and Cam Newton being #1, my honest thought is that rankings are fun to talk about, but I don't put much stock in them if I don't understand how they came up with the rankings. Like, how many players did they interview? Who were the players? What was the process? To me, that's one of those that it sparks us debate, but I'm not sure there's much merit. Like, what's the scientific process that they came up with that?
And also,
Yeah.
just getting Martellus Bennett.
Yes.
Feelings like that?
Yes.
Like, with Amendola, Edelman, Brock, and him, I think that's like, do you think they could help Garoppolo?
Yep.
Because Garoppolo's
So great question on Martellus Bennett. The Patriots acquired him in a trade from the Bears, and how does he fit with this offense? Here's what I'll leave you with. Martellus Bennett, 6'6", 273 pounds. Rob Gronkowski, 6'6", 265 pounds. Here's the plan. They're going to put them on the field together, and they're going to say to a defense, how are you going to stop us right now? And that's going to be tough to stop. So he's going to help everyone. So what do we have here?
How do you feel the running game is going to be for the Patriots with all the running backs coming back from like injuries?
Awesome. How do I feel the running game is going to be for the Patriots? Well, I think you asked a question that to me is the hidden question that people maybe aren't looking that closely with the Patriots. Do they have enough at the running back position? Think back to last year, AFC title game against Denver. Tom Brady was getting hit all over. To me, they didn't have a running game. They were one-dimensional. So how do you turn that around? Well, got to get the run game going. I think the offensive line will help. Deion Lewis coming back from the torn ACL, things are looking good there, but they often say it takes 2 years to get back to what you were. LeGarrette Blount coming back from a hip injury. He didn't even practice in the spring. So I do have a question as to whether they have enough right now at running back to get that running game going. Maybe they can acquire someone between now and then.